Thank goodness. Welcome back to the HEX Late Show. We're back for round 2, live from Vegas. I'm not in Vegas, I'm in Sicily, but I've got Sammy Chica and BLOOBUM in the green room, and I'll bring them up right now.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, what's happening?
What's happening, guys?
Yeah, man.
It's bright and early in Vegas, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like 8 o'clock in the morning. Yeah.
I can't believe you guys are up.
Yeah, me neither.
Hey, everyone.
Shout out to everyone in the chat who are coming over from Wake Up Hex. And those guys, I've got to say, very prompt, finishing on time. Like,
not like us.
Not like us.
Well done, Wake Up, guys.
We start late, we end late. So tell us, guys, what's been going on in Vegas? I heard that the police shut down. Look, this is just what I heard. Like the police came in with the SWAT team and shut down like Freddie Quotes's penthouse party, took him away in cuffs. He was swearing at him. That's what I heard. What happened?
Yeah, everyone got arrested. Police came in on like bungee cords through the windows of the penthouse. It was a big raid. It was like, you can't make noise. It's Vegas. Yeah, it's crazy.
So who was at the party? Who was actually at the party?
He put it. There was tons of people at the party. Hey, it was like Hexicanville. Yeah, and like it was great. It was awesome. But then I don't know, someone complained about the noise, which is so weird. You know, it doesn't matter how much you pay for a penthouse, you still can't make noise. That's crazy. Hey,
that is crazy.
He got it on.
Did you guys what did you do yesterday? I saw Jim Rat Crypto streaming from like, was it the golf club?
Yeah, man. The golf was full on.
So we had golf yesterday. Me and Bluey was there. Bluey was spectating. I was playing, and no shit, it was so hot. Like our Australian summer, hottest say 44 was around that, and we were out in it, sweating, like keeping ourselves cool with like rags, with like icy cold water. Hats, like it was just full on. So we played a scramble from 1:30 p.m. And we were the ladies team, so we came last. We took forever. Even though we had really good golfers, we had expensive taste. We had Vanessa G Hexican. We had Lindsay the Hexican, and another lady Rita, whose ex-boyfriend was a professional golfer, and she was really good. But even though with all that, you know, we still took forever and didn't get a place. But anyway, it was good fun.
So hang on. Question, were there any other ladies teams?
No, just us.
Okay, so
in the AM there was. We were the only ones in the PM.
So you guys came first in the ladies league in the PM. Is that what you're telling me?
Did we?
How many holes did you do?
18.
You did the whole. You didn't do the whole 18.
Yeah,
Oh, did
well,
ya?
we skipped
Nah,
a
you
lot. We
skipped
skipped a
like-
lot. We skipped a lot, but yeah, it was like they
Was
should
it-
only allowed
was-
at 9. It was so what? It was unbelievable.
Were you like kicking the ball down the fairway?
I was sitting in the car with a cart with like a thing over my head. Like I just couldn't move anymore.
It was full on. It was pretty oppressive. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we did that yesterday, and then Freddie Quotes' party started about 8 or 9 that night, and I'd like dived into bed, didn't wake up till late, and then Bluey said the party everyone was getting kicked out, so I didn't end up going to the party, and then had a friend arrive, so I sat up late with him. So just like it's been go.
Yeah.
And when did you guys get to bed last night?
Sammy's pretty popular here. Eh? She's a celeb.
A little bit, not overly, but it's so good to meet everyone. So, like, people are different in real life. It's like, you know, people you might have had beef with, or you know, really not got along so well with.
That's an interesting point you bring up. Has there been anyone that you may have had like a few like Twitter words with, and then like you've met them in person, and it's just like, oh, just forget about it. Like it's all sweet. We're hexagons.
Yeah, for me, and Bluey knows this as well because I was telling him before. Toby one Kenobi or Toby Hex Sobi or whatever we call it. Is it Toby Hex Kenobi?
Toby one Kenobi.
Oh, Toby one Kenobi. Yeah. So me and Toby have known each other for a few years online, and we've beefed out, you know, here and there, being good, being bad. And when we actually met him, he's like funny as hell.
He's
like
super funny.
He had me like.
Yeah, he's
gagging.
Yeah, he's a funny dude.
And a really nice guy. We went for a walk together and had a nice time together. And I can't wait to meet him again and just chat to him because he's just lovely.
Yeah, he's entertaining. That's for sure. He's with the quick comments and stuff like that, and genuinely funny.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
Yeah.
So yeah, him.
Awesome. Anyone else? Like who else have you been meeting that you're like? Have you guys been starstruck by anyone that it's like, damn, like this person in the flesh? Or is everyone just super chill and it's just like, I feel like I know half of these people?
Yeah, it's more like that. It's more like you know everyone. And like people come up to you and say, hey, and you're like, hey, who are you? You know, it's always nice. But even some people I didn't recognize, like Jesse Pitboss, which I've streamed with a couple of times. And I think we've had him on the show. And he comes on and goes, hey, Sam. I go, hi. What's your handle? Or who are you? And he goes, Jesse. I go, oh, my God, you look so different in real life. So, yeah, that's another issue. But it's all good. Everyone's super friendly. Like in America, like a lot of people are really, really just lovely people. I've not met one arsehole yet. So Bluey reckons it's everywhere.
In the world. I think people are generally friendly, like as a rule.
I agree. Yeah. I agree. Yeah. I mean, there's certain parts of town where people are less friendly, maybe.
Yeah,
you know,
you want to walk through those parts of town with purpose, hey?
yeah. You're just getting from A to B.
Like you know where you're going.
That, yeah. But like, you know, you guys are all there to have fun, and I'm just I wish I could be there. But
I wish you guys would come over. You would love it here. Like Vegas never sleeps. When you get out of the airport, literally you walk out of the plane after like a bazillion hours flying, and like LA airport is like a shit show. It's so big. And you actually get out of Vegas and there's like slot machines right in your face. And then you go down to collect your baggage and there's more slot machines. It's like, whoa, it's just crazy. Like no place on earth. And people gambling like 6 a.m. in the morning, like not just a few, like crazy, on the weekend it was like full. And it's hot all night, like literally it doesn't cool down.
That's crazy. You've been gambling, Sammy? I heard you won some money.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm not a big gambler. Like I know my limit. I've put like $20 in the slots, and if I don't win, I walk away. If I win, I set my limit and cash out. So the first night I got here, I was playing this Lucky Cat game, and I really like Lucky Cats. So, you know, I was feeling lucky, and I put my $20 in, and I won $300. So I was wrapped.
Woo-hoo!
And then last
drinks on Sammy.
Yeah,
all the drinks are on Sammy. Hey.
And then last night I was feeling a little bit lucky, so I went back on the same machine and won. I don't know, like over $50, but I ended up walking away with extra 50 on top of what I put in. Yeah, and then I went on the lucky wheel as well and won on that a couple of times. So yeah, it's good. It's good fun. I like it. You know, it's a little bit different to Australia, and I've won a little bit of money, so I'm happy about it. I don't go on the tables or anything like that.
Quit while you're Sammy head. It's an anomaly.
I know
that
it's
you're-
not.
that you're ahead.
Yeah.
Next time you go thinking that you're going to win, you're just going to lose that and more.
Oh, it's so
quit while
true.
you're
And I would
enjoy
never
it.
encourage anyone to do it because it doesn't always work like that. And then you got to add up how much did you put in to get that small winnings, you know? Works both ways. I totally understand. It's just a little bit of fun. As I said, I pop $20 in, and I don't really go to them at home. So like, that's that, you know?
Mate, I can't bear to give any of those cunts any money whatsoever. I'm just like, I'm not giving them you a cent. Just to like play this like ridiculous kind of video game, which is completely unskillful.
Oh, here's we've got Johnny Chaos in the chat who's he
Chaos.
said go book the dinner of champions at Excalibur and go watch the knights fight and enjoy a medieval dinner.
Yeah,
that sounds nice.
Check that out. Excalibur. You guys should check it out on the recommendation of Johnny Chaos.
That sounds awesome. But you know what? We are flat sticks. Like, I'm not kidding you. I've not stopped since I got here. Like, literally, we got here on Saturday afternoon their time, and then I went to have a sleep. Ty came with me. He's like, get out of bed. You're not going to sleep tonight. He wouldn't leave me alone. So I got out of bed, went out to dinner, stayed up till late, got up the next morning, went out and helped Freddie Quotes and Kaylin set up for the golf and go to Costco and get alcohol for the parties. We were out all day, went shopping as well all day, then come back, had dinner, out for the rest of the night. And the same thing yesterday, out all day and all night. So it's like, you never got time.
I've got to say, hey, the golf was like organized so well. Like Kaylin, like 5 stars, and you know, KSB TV, like you've done such an excellent job. Everyone was hanging out there. People could bring their kids and stuff. The food was beautiful. Everyone was like enjoying it. It was so well organized. And Kaylin's an absolute powerhouse. Eh? She's such an asset to HEX and anything that people want to organize.
Kaylin's amazing. Kaylin's amazing.
Black
Hexagon. She's one of our ladies.
Oh, yeah. She's helped out with Crypto Sparbook team before, hasn't she?
Yeah, that's what she's.
Yeah. She did the Hex car stuff, the Hex cars and all of that, didn't she? She organized
and organizing their tour, and she's just organized a person.
That's like amazing, hey.
And she's also KSB TV. She's one of our ladies. She's just unreal. Like the things that she does and the organization she does is amazing. And you know, like I think
we shot a video. They were shooting a video.
Oh, we did Freddie Quotes' music
video. We're all like, there was a whole lot of hexagons in golf carts, just like going all over the place, like over the golf courses and stuff.
What's her handle?
Some burnouts and stuff.
What's her handle? At Just Being Black. At Just Being Black.
At Just Being Black on Twitter.
Hey, Brizology, good morning.
Briz, up in the room.
Is Brizology with you guys there?
Yeah, he's with me, but
he rocked in late last night.
He was gonna come on the stream. He goes, "No, I'm gonna get some more sleep." So I left him in the room. But
hey, Brizology, are you in the same hotel with these guys?
Yeah, he is. He's just in a different like. I'd have to go down and bring him up.
All right,
if we have him on.
Yeah.
Hey, Briz, this is the challenge to you. Get on stream in person, brother. Stop being a little pansy sitting in your room.
Oh,
no, he does things with Brandon. He does things with Rags.
Come on, and get on this stream, on this Hex Late Show stream, mate. It's been a while since you've been on. Get your ass out of bed and get on the stream.
Yeah, come on.
Hey, Briz, send me a message if you want to. Yeah, me to meet you down next to the elevators or something.
Ring my phone or send me an SMS. Got his number, but you know, I just wanted to say a little thing about the golf tour. I think it was organized so well, and there was so much structure to it that when the failure that happened with PulseCon and the letdown that came after and the disappointment, like the golf was the backbone of that because it was so well organized and people were going for that also. So I really think it held a lot of people together and a lot of people were excited and a lot of people really enjoyed it. So, you know, Kaylin is amazing and she's done an awesome job. And she's also having a Friday night, like Thursday night happy hour as well on Thursday. So there's a couple more things that are coming up.
There's a pool party today, pool party at the Hilton. If anyone's around, like come over to the Hilton. And I think it's from 11 to 8. So it's all day. Just pop in whenever you want. And there's the conference on as well. I'll probably head to the conference after this.
Yeah, he's going on the conference.
Well,
You're
it's
not going
now.
to the conference, Sammy.
We were going
we stayed here so we could do this stream because
yeah,
the timing was all stuffed up.
It was too early to get out of bed and go over, but you can go either today or tomorrow if you want.
It's 3 days, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's 3 days. Oh, so you're not going every day? Okay. Well,
well
hang on. Can I just ask?
Yeah.
Can I ask this question? Did they was the conference originally close to where your hotel is, and now it's been moved somewhere else? Is it okay?
Yeah.
All
So
right.
it was originally.
I can understand. Makes it hard.
Yeah. So it was originally at Resort World. Now it's like north side of Vegas, which is around about 25-minute drive.
There was people waiting for a bus to take them over there, but like I think we missed that. So yeah. What do you want?
It's my coat. Thanks, Billy. Got a dry throat. Someone was saying GD was saying bring Ty on. Ty got maggoted last night and fell in the spa. Apparently,
did he?
He fell in the hot tub backwards and all fully clothed.
Fuck.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
It's not the biggest spa. I mean, it was big, but you wouldn't want to fall backwards into it. Jesus.
So I don't know where
you guys sound like a bunch of teenagers, man.
There's a Power City party coming up. When's that? That's
Wednesday night, and that's
night.
action packed. We're gonna have a fashion show. Suzanne's HEX fashion. Have you ever seen Suzanne's fashion? I wore her shirt on the show one day that she made me, which is just beautiful. So she's made a whole line, and the fashion show of all their fashion. There's dancing. One of our HEX health nurse is doing some dancing or some belly dancing. What else is there? There's a performance by Crystal Method, performance by Freddie Quotes, and what's
Black Hexagon.
Black Hexagon. And there's a few other things. It's action packed that night. There's so much happening. It's going to be crazy.
And then the night after that is Naga Bo's party, hey?
Naga Bo's party.
Yeah.
Watch out for your drinks getting spiked.
Yeah, absolutely.
You reckon?
Yeah,
No,
watch out.
Happened to Motley's wife last night.
No, it did, absolutely did. And I've already spoken to the ladies and hit them up and said, Nagabu's party, be careful.
Yeah, be super careful about what you're drinking. Keep it in your hand. Make sure that you never leave it sitting somewhere and someone, the drill. You know the drill.
Yeah. Well, last night I actually was doing a bit of gambling on that lucky wheel. This little dude was sitting next to me with a couple of friends, and he goes, "Oh, do you want a beer?" And I'm like, I should be polite. I'm in America. I think it's polite to take, they're being polite, offer you something. I said, "Oh yeah, okay, I'll have a beer." And he handed it to me. It was open. I thought, "Oh, should I drink this?" Like, what if they've dropped something in there, him and his mate? So I didn't end up drinking it. But I had to think like what I was doing. Like it was like, wasn't prepared for that. Yeah. But someone said, "What's the food like in Vegas?" Yeah, really
expensive.
Expensive. Yeah, that's the word. Everything is expensive. Like we went to Nike outlet, like it's basically the same as Australian prices. Like it's not cheaper anywhere. Nothing's cheaper except maybe cigarettes. That's the only thing I've seen.
Ciggies are cheap.
They're cheaper.
And there's tons of marijuana everywhere.
Oh, everyone. The elevators smell like ganja. The casino smell like. There's a place called Planet 13, and you can get anything you want. They've got oils, vapes that are like ganja vapes, like everything you can think of marijuana, you can buy at this Planet 13.
Like gummies and stuff, all that sort of stuff.
Gummies, everything, edibles, everything. Yeah, it's an amazing place. I love Vegas. It's just amazing. There's just so many cool things to do.
Brizology made you throw the drink away.
Yeah, I told him what happened. He goes, do you think I should throw it away? He's like, yeah, throw it away. So yeah, I did.
Yeah, good move.
That's all right. I've only had like 2 drinks in Vegas. Like I drank on the plate. I had Bloody Marys and I had one drink. I had one drink at the golf yesterday, and then a drink the night before with the Hexicans. We were just like dancing around the bar here. But yeah, I thought I'm really pacing myself because it's so hot. If you have a couple of drinks, you're like wrecked. So I've just been really pacing myself, you know.
Yep, good move. Good move. So yeah, what else have you guys got planned? How long are you there for, Sammy? Or do you want to keep your OPSEC on?
No, I don't care. If anyone's watching, wants to come and say hello, don't forget to come see me. Yeah, I'm here till the 12th. So I fly home. So what day is it? It's Tuesday in Vegas today. So a week. Yeah, I fly home next Tuesday. So I got a rest of the week here.
Cool. And what about you, Bluey?
Yeah, I've gone booked until Saturday, and then I've got no idea where I'm going to go. I'm literally so
Venice Beach.
Yeah, maybe Venice Beach. I was talking to some guy today about that. Sounds nice.
Nice.
But I might just chill out some. I've got to renew my passports and just sort out a few things here in America. But then I'm going to probably head down back to Mexico. I've got some friends who are doing an acrobatics kind of convention-y thing, so I might go to that.
Nice. Very nice, man. Very nice. I'm still disappointed you're not coming to Europe, but I understand that the passport thing is a real obstacle.
Yeah.
A lot of places are opening up. Like Australia's opened up, and I think New Zealand opened up.
Well, someone was telling me people can't get out of New Zealand as well now.
Really?
I don't know. I mean, there's always a way. You just got to work out what to do with the bureaucracy and how to tunnel through it.
Yeah. But I reckon in 3 to 6 months, the states will open their borders again to anyone. You won't have to be vaccinated. I've just got a feeling because everywhere else is doing it and everyone's following suit. And really, you're kicking yourself in the foot if I don't. I mean, tourism is a big industry and it brings in a lot of money. So I don't see why they wouldn't.
Well, no one here is obliged to masks unless you're in like a medical facility. Like there's no talk of compulsory vaccinations. They did make vaccinations over in Italy compulsory for people over the age of 50, compulsory. And then they got rid of that. So what they did is they made them compulsory for like a few months. And then the people who didn't comply got off without getting it. And the people who complied were duped, if they didn't want to get it and they did it, because they felt obliged to.
People coming over from Europe to America were saying that, like I was chatting to a few people and they were like, no one checked anything. So a lot of it's all just in kind of like
they can't.
They tell you all this shit, and then actually when it's there, it's like
the airports would just crumble under the extra burden of having to
check everyone.
They are crumbling.
They're already crumbling under the baggage handling because they haven't got baggage handlers anymore. Because a lot of baggage handlers left job. Just like, the shortage of staff. The shortage of staff worldwide is as a result of people going F you to the establishment and saying, I'm not going to get this done and you guys not give me a job, like F you, I'm going somewhere else, right? That's why there's a shortage of people everywhere. Like in Italy,
it's also never ending. It's like, what are you up to now in Australia? It's like the 5th booster or some shit like that. It's just like, what are you doing? Like, it's getting obvious to people that this is just a
bless you.
Yeah.
Thank you. When we got to LA, like my first time to America, so we got off this 13.5-hour flight, which you like try to climb the walls because it's like so long and you're dying. And, you get out and then there's a queue for US citizens where you go this way and then everyone else goes this way, which is fair enough. We do it in our country as well. But anyway, then there's a line and this line is freaking huge. It is like, if I got even the size of the room is huge, just like the size of MCG, right? And in this room, there's like around about 30 or 40 little stalls. And that's where you could go through, show your passport and blah, blah, blah. Out of these 30 or whatever stalls, 4 people. They had 4 staff there to service people. So we were moving like slayers. People had to catch flights within the hour or hour and a half. They weren't going to make it. Like, it was ridiculous. So I have to say, I couldn't believe how slow that line went. And it was scary because It was like
Where'd you
if
say
you
that
didn't get
was?
through it
Where'd you say
at
that was?
immigration at LA airport.
Oh, at LAX, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and all the toilets in America, most of them, especially at the airport, flush themselves. So you gotta be really careful. If you wave something too close to it, it just starts flushing. It's crazy. Like I've never seen them in ever. Like, you know, even if we have a sensors in Australia, or, you know, at least you do something to make the toilet flush. But these toilets, you turn around, they'll just start flushing themselves. Like it's we put a little tissue, you blow your nose, you put the in the toilet and just flushes. It's crazy.
That is crazy. At least you don't have to touch anything, yeah?
Yeah, well, that's
actually
true.
I've been to a couple of places here in Italy where they in the toilets they've got like a foot pedal to flush the toilet. And it's like
Oh.
that should be just like the standard friggin' everywhere, like a foot pedal to touch the toilet. Because like, you know, people go to the toilet and then they don't go out and wash their hands and then come back and flush the toilet. They're touching the toilet with their dirty hands. So it would be more hygienic to do the foot pedal, I reckon. What do you guys reckon? Are you on the foot pedal side of the argument, or like things the way they are?
Nah, I'm not a fucking bacteriophobe, man. I'm like, whatever. I'll push it. Who gives a shit? Like, it's not that bad. Hey, hi to Vibra Finance.
Hey,
hanging out
Vibra.
with him yesterday.
Hey, Vibra Finance.
Yeah.
Good to see you. Hey, what about Italy? Don't you have to pay for the toilet?
It depends where you are. It depends where you are. Most of the time, no.
Oh, that's good.
Like in the places like where I've been, no. But I think in Rome and places like that where there's heaps of tourists, they make you they just make them pay. They just make the tourists pay. By the way, Bluey, I'm not what'd you say, a germaphobe or whatever either. Like, trust me, I've touched more fecal matter in the last 6 years than you, dude. I've got 3 kids.
I bet.
But, you know, when it's like some random person, like, I prefer
to your kid, yeah.
No, you know, my kid is my kid, you know, but some random dude in the airport, I prefer, like, hygiene.
Hey, so how'd the stream go earlier? Like, did you guys discuss anything interesting?
No, it was just 2 hours of no. No, we were discussing like Ledger versus Trezor.
Okay. Did you talk about the Hedron, the God whale, who staked 4.2 trillion?
Oh, was it 4 trillion?
Yeah,
4 trillion.
4.2, yeah.
So that means that other people but he said 1 trillion. I didn't realize it was 4 trillion.
And then he did another 3, so he's up to 4.2 trillion as far as I.
So that and Jexa said that now that because of that, people are earning a lot less.
Yeah, he's going to be taking a big position in ICOSA, obviously, but he has to wait a year to get it.
He has to wait a year, and other people the smaller stakes can cash out earlier because they've got less, minimum stake lengths. Yeah. Okay. So how did all that Hedron? Is it just from his HEX stakes?
Yeah.
Okay, so he hasn't actually purchased them. He hasn't purchased them.
I don't think so.
No way. I reckon he'd have to.
I'm not sure. I haven't seen whether he's bought any Hedron.
Someone's saying 5.2 trillion.
Now it's 5.2.
Oh my God. Right. I love Hedron. Hedron is the gift that keeps on giving, just to mention. I mean, I love HEX, of course. But
we did look at the Hedron chart, and at the moment,
even after people are selling it off, it's like strong.
Yeah. But like I think that there's a lot happening. Like there's that 90-day auction that's happening 90 days after the launch of ICOSA. And I think that's in the back of people's minds and they're hanging on to their Hedron because that's the only way that you'll be able to bid at those auctions.
Yeah. And I think we're also getting a whole lot of people coming in who don't even have HEX sometimes that are just buying Hedron. They're just trying to get in on the pump or something. At
the moment, the chart's looking like it made that 0.000065 top, and it did this massive curve, like a cup, and we're at the other side now, and it's pretty much hit that same. So it's either a double top, and we're going, or we're going to just keep going up. I mean, I
Well,
can't see it
people have been
stopping
comparing it to the HEX chart quite a bit. And isn't it interesting that the God whale kind of came in and made a big play at the exact same time? Like he's the one that doubled the price on HEX at that sort of point. And he's come in the same sort of time in Hedron and just like staked a whole ton.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, I was listening to Wales talk on the previous stream, and he was saying like just how good Hedron is for the HEX ecosystem, because it basically just locks up HEX. It's essentially what it does. All it does is lock up more HEX and give people to get some money out of your HEX stake without actually selling HEX. So he was just like, this is just positive stuff for the HEX ecosystem.
And so what about like the whole kind of like burning your Maxi for team and all of that? Like that's been a lot of big topic of conversation among hexicans at the parties and stuff. It's like, how much are you going to burn? How much are you going to burn? Are you going into perpetuals? Patrick was giving me a few ideas of like different.
I want to hear Patrick from Crypto Sparbook.
Yeah.
I want to hear. Tell me. Spill the beans, bro.
He's doing like 20%. He reckons 20% of Maxi he's going to turn into team. And he's big on... I mean, I'm not going to start saying here's alpha, because last time I started saying alpha about liquidity providing, everyone started front running me as well. So, but like there are opportunities there. Like
green room, bro. Green room.
Yeah, yeah.
Actually, that was actually Tangent who started front run. Like it wasn't even Tangent, like man. It wasn't even the chat. It wasn't even the people like watching. It was Tangent in the green room.
Also other people as well. Like all of a sudden that liquidity thing just went and everyone just like tightened the range big time, and I was like, oh great. Yeah.
So Maxi hit a high of 2 point, like versus HEX. This is hit a high of 2.6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
2.6. It's massive.
It must be very tempting to, but still, you know, you just want to hold it for a few years and you'll beat that anyway, you know, and who knows what the premium will be by then. And especially with everyone burning, it's so hard to give up your Maxi, hey? I'm so torn at the moment. Like I'm going to wait till the last moment and just make a decision, but I don't think it's going to be too much Maxi. I'm going to keep most of it.
Yeah.
Even 20% I think is probably high, but who knows what those guys are going to come up with, you know? Like you're really investing in that team and they've been doing an amazing job. So, you know, but you can also just buy team afterwards. But who knows how much liquidity will be for team. So it just might be really expensive. So yeah, tough decisions.
It's hard to know, man. I mean, there was a time when you could buy Maxi at less than 1 hex.
One hex, yeah.
Less than 1 hex.
Yeah, but not with slippage, you're not going to get many for less than 1.
Yeah. But there was a time there. It was like soon after it launched, there was a time where you could get it for like 97, like 0.97% of a hex.
Yeah, you have to be pretty lucky to get it at that, though, no?
Yeah. But yeah, it didn't stay there for long, and then it just jumped to that. It just jumped to a premium, and now, I mean, it's hard to believe it's like consistently above 2x.
Yeah.
Yep, it's going to be interesting to see what happens with that whole ecosystem when it starts playing out. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah. So they're all started. So like, have you been looking at anything, like how much people are putting into the perpetuals or how much Maxi has been burnt so far?
Jexa told me that there was, how many? 20 million Maxi burnt.
Ooh. Okay. Well,
where can we check that? Where can we check that?
I guess, or maybe their website. Do they have like a dashboard on the maximusdao.com? Or on chain, I guess just look at the Maxi contract and see how much proof of how much the burn has. You'd be able to see it. Yeah, chat's agreeing. Don't part with your Maxi. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. I think Maxi is there's never going to be another Maxi like this, because whatever else they come up with, I think some of it's going to go towards team. This is the last one where it's just going to be, you get all your Hedron, you get like the good share rate.
I got a question for you. So you can roughly calculate how much, roughly, I mean, it can only be rough calculation, how many X's you're going to have in terms of HEX that you put into the Maxi contract. It's only a rough
It's a guesstimate because we don't know how much the payout's going to be.
We don't know what the daily payouts are going to be into the future, but we do know the daily payouts are trending upwards. So you can, but we just don't know. You're right. We just do not know what's going to happen. But I think they were saying something like a 5 or 6x.
Yeah. It's going to be more now though, because of all of this burning of Maxi, like it means that if you are holding, you're going to get a much bigger proportion. So God, if like 20% or 30% of Maxi is burnt, like all of that's going to be like you could get 7 or 8 by the end of it, or even more, you know?
So the question that I was going to ask, Bluey, and you tell me, do you ever think that Maxi could exceed, like the premium that Maxi has could exceed that amount that it could get to? Like, let's say that they think it's going to be a 7x at the end of 15 years.
It could.
Do you think it's going to Maxi could, because it just wouldn't. I mean, I guess it also depends what Hedron's doing, right?
Okay, that's it. That's the big unknown, is the value of Hedron and how much that's going to be worth in 15 years' time. And like, it could be massive. And like, because now that the Hedron deployer, ICOSA, is the biggest Maxi whale, that entity is going to get an absolute shit ton of HEX and Hedron at that 15-year mark. And so there's all sorts of plays.
What's the Hedron deployer? But what is the Hedron deployer going to do with all that Hedron? You know?
Well,
I wonder.
They're going to diamond hand the Hedron, but what are they going to do with the HEX? Are they going to turn them into HSIs and just keep those auctions going to be burning Hedron, which increases the amount of ICOSA coming out from the staking pools? And it's like it's just this massive like economic energy that it can just perpetually like keep incentivizing people to buy more and more Hedron and have the value of Hedron to go up.
I can't wait to see how this plays out, dude.
Yeah.
Like in long form over 15 years.
It's crazy. Yeah.
I'm predicting that these entities will continue to do what's best for the ecosystem.
Well, obviously,
it's in their interests. It's in their interests. It's in everyone's interests. I just don't see. Just looking at how they've behaved so far.
It's so interesting as well, because like the OA of HEX, like that has a few things that it can do, mainly in terms of providing liquidity, but the Hedron, he could do all sorts of stuff to like keep it going, because he's got all of these options with like creating HSIs and then defaulting on them, and so they go into auction. So he's got even more levers to play with.
He can stimulate the market. Yeah. That's interesting. It is interesting. He can just put all these stakes out there, and then when I say he, we don't know. He, she, they, them.
And it's got quite a number of liquidity pools that they can play with as well, because you've got the HEX ICOSA, HEX Hedron, Hedron ICOSA, ICOSA HEX. It just got so many, and then the USD of all of those. So he's just got so many options that he can tinker with, you know, and either thinning out liquidity or pumping it up. I was talking to Axis alive last night, and we were just talking about the thing we still haven't, a lot of people have forgotten about, is the OA, like linking HEX on the Pulse side to HEX on the Ethereum side, and like just doing that massive liquidity pool to tie those prices together. And it's because it's never been done before. Like we can look at past forks and how it's all played out, and it probably gets about, from the combination of the two, you get about 20% extra kind of thing or whatever. But like we've just never seen like what's going to happen with the Pulse fork. and in particular, how the OA could tie those two liquidities together and what effect that is going to have. Like, yeah.
And we were talking with Jexa, we were talking also about the Ethereum proof of the proof of stake, the beacon chain merge, and then like if the miners fork,
the proof of work one, yeah,
like I mean, then what does that mean as well? That's another copy. If they take system state, which they will, right? That's another. That's just another thing, and
that's happening in like a couple of weeks, eh? Like, when is that due to happen? Like,
dude,
not even in a little over a week.
I've got skeptical hippo eyes on that. I don't think
yeah,
that's
I'm a bit skeptical that it's going to be worse.
Yeah, come on now. I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. But
what would you
HEX,
do if okay, let's say in a week's time, that proof of work forks. So you've got double. You've got all of your HEX stakes on the proof of work chain and on the proof of stake chain. What do you do? Do you just like wait and see, or do you dump some? Or
there needs to be a bridge. Like dump it, but dump it for what? What are you going to dump it for?
Well, surely there'll be some.
And what are you going to do with it? Like the point of dumping it is to do something with it. What are you going to do with it? You need to have a working bridge that is like a bridge you trust.
Mm. But someone will come up with a bridge. But the bridges will come up.
Yeah.
Loads of scammers will have bridges, dude, for sure. And
David, what's up? I would play golf with David Morales yesterday and his lovely lady, Rita, who's the excellent golfer. And David's awesome too. He's such a gentleman. He was awesome to hang out with. Hi, Dave. Can't wait to see you today at some stage.
What's up, David Morales? What's up? Yeah, man. It's like there's so many.
Asking me what the fair price for Hedron is, hey? Lower than what you can get at the moment? I don't know. That seems pretty fair.
Price.
Good luck on getting a fair price, eh? It's it's really interesting because the other thing is like HEX ICOSA pair has a ceiling price because of being able to swap your HSIs to get ICOSA, and Hedron HEX has a ceiling price, but it's a different kind of ceiling because with the Hedron HEX one, it means you can borrow that Hedron to leverage yourself up, so it's a completely different kind of like ceiling for the price of it. And like, I'm not sure how that's going to play out. What are we now? We're at about a 10x away from that price on the HEX Hedron pair.
Look, I'm not sure. I haven't looked at that, but I've always thought with Hedron, I mean, my assessment is that with Hedron, if you're going to borrow Hedron on an HSI, you do it at all-time high prices. Whereas with, for example, I always used to compare this with liquid loans, the protocol. And for me, it's the opposite with that. Like you'd always want to do a loan when the price of Pulse is low. Like you want to start there so that you can't get liquidated. Like, and it just feels like me like an opposite dynamic.
Or just make sure you have another stake ready to go that you can mint Hedron off in order to pay that stuff off.
Yeah.
Or if you really need to, you can sell something. That's the other handy thing about an HSI. Like if you leverage up a whole lot of them and then all of a sudden you're getting a bit behind because Hedron's going even higher or something like that, then you can just pay off one of those HSIs and like actually sell it, and you can use that to pay off the other ones because because the interest you pay back is like so minimal, like it's so small.
You have to think hard before you do something like that, though, don't you? You have to think hard.
You have to look into it and know what you're doing.
Because you can lose your stake. Like you can legit lose your whole stake, right? You do that. It's like in the code. It's the contract. Like if you don't pay back in 90 days what you're supposed to,
someone else can.
I guess you could buy your own back for less. Is that even possible? Or no? Do you have to pay them? To get into, does it start at the minimum, like the loan amount?
It starts at the minimum payback, which is if you had that, you would have just done it anyway.
You would have done it anyway,
You wouldn't have even done the whole lot. All you need to do is like that a month's worth.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Guys, look, I don't know. Like, I've already been streaming for a couple of hours. I'm not sure if you guys want to keep going or.
Yeah,
you-
no,
what-
I'm ready to split. Yeah, I'm so tired. I'm gonna get another bit of rest before the next party.
Yeah, we've got a
And
pool
what's
party
that?
today.
What? Oh, the pool party. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
it.
Well, I'm
Alright.
gonna head out to the conference and hang out there for a bit, and then I'll go to the pool party. But yeah, anyone who's in Vegas, come to the pool party. It's at the Hilton.
Come say hello.
Follow the girls in bikinis. It's really weird. When I first got rocked up here, right, you just see like tons of chicks in bikinis all over the place at the Hilton. It's like, because I think it's a regular thing that they have pool parties here, and everyone just like rocks up in their bikinis. So Sammy, you'll be donning your bikini, will you?
Hell no, I'm not getting in a bikini.
Oh, Sammy, I was going to ask you. Like, you guys have been flying, right? Have any of you guys like joined the Mile High Club?
Hell
Look
no.
at you, man. You're so proud of yourself for like. No, we are not a member of the Mile High Club. OG 43 years.
Yeah,
I didn't say
he-
shit. I was asking you
You've
guys.
You've had like cramped sex in an aeroplane. Well done.
Well, I haven't, and I
It was
wouldn't have
amazing,
done
bro.
it with the person
The
that
smell
I
was amazing.
with. Was it? Was it 43? Was it amazing?
The smell was amazing. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, having sex in a dunny for one thing is just like a bit desperate. To be
It's
honest.
terrible. But
Yeah.
Oh,
and the
dude.
person that I flew with, like hell no. As I said,
It wasn't
before,
recently, by the way. Hey, it
would
wasn't
never go
recently. It
there.
wasn't something I would do at this age. I would
Yeah,
not
it's-
do that at this age.
Too many aches and pains. 43.
Too many.
Mm.
You got to be an acrobat like Bluey to do that shit.
I don't
I
think
think
me
I
and my
know.
wife would fit in the friggin' together in a bloody,
In a one stall.
in a,
You have to do it in first
I hardly
class.
fit.
You don't do it at all. You do
But
it in
first
first class.
What do you mean? Like everything's out in the open.
Yeah, but you get a
can't
little
do it in
bit.
first
no,
wait
you
till
can
it's
get your
all
own
dark, and then
apartments. You get your own
put the
apartments, but
blanket
that
over your
you know
head.
what? That doesn't even
First class
count.
apartment. Like everyone walking past can see into you.
No,
in
you-
first
Yeah.
class.
Don't they have? No, that's business, isn't it? Proper first class. You get your
It
own.
depends
like,
what
room.
airline you're talking about.
It
Everyone's
depends
got
what
a different-
airline, but
different
you
setup,
know,
I suppose.
you know, I heard that Emirates and I don't know some other airline first class ticket you can get basically like a bed and even a spa.
A
in
spa?
First class. Like
A
no
spa?
shit.
I haven't heard
Like,
of that.
It's
A
not
spa.
cheap. Yeah, but as Hexicans, like
Can I just say? I was just going to say, Sammy, like anyone who thinks they're joining the Mile High Club by banging in like first class, it's like, get the fuck out of my face. That does not count.
I'm
you
not
need
joining
to.
unless
You
I'm
need
in
some
first
cramped
class. I'm
ass
sorry.
sex in like an airplane dunny that's like not even big enough for like a child. You need like that's where it needs to be. It needs to be this
Nah.
small dunny, and
It
it
needs
needs
to be in first class. I'm not doing
Otherwise-
it unless it's in first
and
class.
and
I'm sorry.
or otherwise a wristy under the blanket.
Exactly.
think-
That's better than nothing.
Oh, well-
Teenager type thing.
Is that officially like a Mile High Club if you get a wristing under the
Eh,
blanket? It's not
I don't
really,
know.
is it?
I don't know. It's like you're an apprentice or something. Like you don't quite get into the club. You're on your way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I hope, that's a very serious thing to think about, Hexicans and Pulsicans, when, not if, but when we have a shitload of money. Like, it's really worth paying for first class or premium because economy sucks shit. Not that I was in it, but it really sucks shit.
For those big ones, those big
This-
flights. Hey.
Yeah.
This comment.
What is it?
Comment. I had a 16.
I
Oh
had a
Jesus!
69
I had a 69 in the toilet
toilet.
with an acrobat.
Acrobat.
Nice
Was
work,
it Blue
George.
Bum?
It wasn't me. Did I forget that?
Oh man. Okay, guys, let's wind it up. We did.
All right.
We did a good job. We did a good job. I'm not in Vegas. These guys are in Vegas, and I'm so glad to see you guys streaming together. I thought, this is it's going to be a nice memory that we've got. That
Yeah.
you were together in the same room streaming. Have a great time. What else can I say? Have a great time. And I wish I was
good
there.
to see you, 43. Good to see you, mate. And I have to say, I love the intro. I've also heard other people telling me how much they love that intro. It's boss, dude. It's freaking
Cool. I'm
amazing.
glad you
Your
like it.
work is amazing.
Yeah.
And it's really good to see you. And I wish you guys were here. I wish you guys were having fun. I wish you and Tangent, and Jex and Unranked Pirate over here. You know, I mean, Unranked Pirate would love it. He'd be after every woman that walked past. He'd be like after him, like he wouldn't stop because there's so many women here in bikinis and shit.
Yeah.
Like next level.
He'd be enjoying it for sure. Actually, just quietly, there is like a HEX cruise coming up in April. And
There's a what? A cruise.
A HEX cruise coming up in April. I might just seed that little bit of information into people's heads.
Nice.
A HEX cruise. What part of the world?
From Miami, like going down to on the Caribbean or something like that. And I think it could be a really good There's some really cheap options for like cabins if you don't have too much money, and then you spend a bit more if you want. And I think that could be really fun. I think it's going to be good.
That'd be awesome.
It's also KSB going to be organising that.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I did hear
Awesome.
wind of that. Did hear about that. And hey, everyone in chat, I've been lazy today. I haven't been responding because I'm really tired. But hello and goodbye. And come and see me if you're in Vegas. And thanks for joining and watching.
Yeah, come and say hi if you're in Vegas. See you guys.
See you later, guys.